Hello and welcome to this introductory tutorial on SPSS for beginners. So are you ready to start learning SPSS for your data analysis? I think that you are on the right place. So what is SPSS? SPSS is an acronym that stands for Statistical Package for Social Sciences. It is a versatile and expansive program designed to take a range of statistical procedures. So SPSS software is widely used in a range of disciplines like social sciences, economic, demographics, and many other social sciences in data analysis. It is important to note that SPSS is not the only statistical software. There are many others that you may come across if you pursue a career that requires you to work with data analysis. Some of common statistical packages include SPSS, SAS, Python, and many others. The focus for this session will be, however, SPSS. As you can notice on your screen, we have SPSS interface that have two main tabs. So as you can notice in SPSS interface, we have data view and variable view. So you can click on each other to see what it looks like. So coming into data view, you can notice that we have rows that are represented by number that can in data set represent individual. We also have in our column, each column variable, just the default name for variable. So we record our variable in columns. We have individual that are in our data set in rows. So in variable view and have these different names. So we have the name, the type of the variable, we have the width, we have decimals, number of decimals that you can define if our variable is numerical. So we have the label of our variable. You can define also value set. You can define if whether or not our variable will have missing variable or not. You can define the columns, lines, measure, and as well as row. So in this tutorial, we'll show you first of all how to create a new variable and tag data into SPSS, and after that we will show interface of SPSS and show you how to use it in simple data analysis like descriptive and some potential analysis that SPSS can offer. So for this example, we will show how to create a data set containing information of the following variable. We have the sex, we have many individuals that will call the sex, age of the individual, we will have the salary, the country of the individual, and we have a COVID variable that will see or show if whether or not individual have a COVID-19. And for country, there are Central African countries such as Cameroon, Chad, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon, as well as Democratic Republic. So how to create such a variable in SPSS? Our first variable that we are going to create is just sex of individual. So we create first of all the variable that will be the identification of. So we can create our sex variable here in this cells. We'll create we'll type sex. You can see that when we click on enter, the default value for all these have been created automatically with the type is numeric. The numeric type is by default that. The width is 8 decimal. Label of the variable, we'll put the label of our variable here. So for the numeric, we will keep the type as numeric. We will just put here 1. We use the width to 1 only because sex, for example, we have two modality, 1 for male and 2 for female. So here we have number of decimal. We don't need to have decimal here, so we'll put 1 here. Decimal we put 0 if we just have put 1 as width here. So for label we put here sex of the individual. Our second variable for the value set, we will define the value set here. Value set we will have here 1. Value is be 1 for male, put on at. The second value will be for female, we put on at. Modify male, put on change. So we have also defined value set for our variable sex. Our second variable that we have the age. By default value has been generated. We'll let it as it is. So we as well as decimal, but we'll keep it like it is. For the label, we'll put here age of the individual. No value set here. So our third variable will be salary. We put here salary. numeric age, we put here monthly salary of the individual. Another variable will be the country. And as country, as we said, we have 6 countries: Cameroon, Chad, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon and Democratic Republic of Congo. That are Central Africa country. So we put here country, numerical, decimal, only 0, decimal. If will be 1, level will be the origin country. We put here origin country. 1 will Cameroon at 2. Second country will Chad. Third country Equatorial Guinea at. Third country is not Equatorial Guinea but Central Africa Republic. I click on change. Okay. Our fourth country will be Equatorial Guinea. Fifth country will be Gabon. Finally, the sixth will be Democratic Republic of Congo. So fifth Gabon, sixth country will be the Democratic Republic of Congo. Click on add and then click on OK. So we have already created for first variable. Our last variable will be a variable on COVID, no decimal, 1 as a brief, whether individual have COVID or not. And for this variable, we'll find the variable first label 1. 1 will be for yes or have COVID. 0 for not have COVID. Then click on OK. So when you have defined a different characteristic and variable like here, you can click on this icon here just behind edit. Record what you are already done. Click on save. It's to save all the work you have done so far. Click on save. And we ask you to record data file that you can select on your computer and browse in order to record in the given data set. I will call it COVID_data. Choose option SPSS 7.7.0 COVID_data. Then click on save. And our data set have been saved on here. You can see that it's possible now to type your data. We go on data view. You can see that variable sex, age, salary, country, and COVID has been created. And the next step here is just to type in data. So we can type here 1, sex, 5, salary 90, country 2, COVID 0. As previous second individual, sex can be male, for example, age 40, salary 2050, country 1, COVID 1, have COVID, and so on. You can type in your data. This SPSS interface, we have many options here, many tabs that you can use. For example, the type file that you can use to import data or open a new data set, the SPSS data set. You can save that data as. You can do many other things. We have type edit that can be used to, for example, insert new cases in our data set. We have, for example, tab data that can be used, for example, to split our data into 2 data set, select and delete or keep some cases if you want. You can use, for example, the option transform, create to generate, for example, a new variable. Have also the analyze tool. Analyze, that is the most used tabs in SPSS that can be used to perform descriptive statistics, Bayesian statistics, run many other simple and complex analysis like general linear model, regression, as well as multiple imputation, something like that. We can also input graphic like pie chart and many other things like that. So these 2 tabs in which we will focus especially are tabs transform and analyze. Transform and analyze. So for the type analyze, we will show you how to generate a new variable. For example, here we have age in here. We can generate, for example, 2 classes of ages that will classify for people who have, for example, more than 50 years and person that are age more than 50. So let us go on transform. We create a new variable that will be called age plus underscore plus. So we create not only 2 classes, as we said, we create 3 classes. Those who are more than 40 years. The second class will be for a person that are aged between 40 to 60. And the last class will be for those who are aged more than 60 years. So we create our first class with value 1 and we set a condition by coming here in this tab here if. So we click on if here, down here, click on if, and include cases. Select include cases. We will select our variable age, and use this arrow in order to put it into variable section. We require our variable to be in our first class to be less than 40 year old. So we click on continue and then click on OK. And you can see that our first class have been generated, and we can generate as well our second class. Transform compute variable, we keep the same name age classes. Our second value will be 2 for those who are if condition age is more than 13, and the second condition will be that age must be less than 60, and then we click on continue and then click on OK. I can see that our second class has been generated. We generate our third class, clicking on compute variable, and then we put here 3. Our third characteristics will be if age is more than 60 year old. Then click on continue and then click on OK. And you can see that our variable have been generated, and we have a variable age data set, and we can come into variable and define some conditions, some characteristics. We have will not have a decimal here. Width can be 1 as well as other variable. We can create a label here. Have a percentage of each class, and we just have a valid percent and a cumulative percent. Valid percent can change if we have missing value in our data set. Here we don't have any missing value, so that we cannot plot a different percentage for valid percent. That's how we can analyze a simple variable. We can also cross two variables to see, for example, the repartition of COVID. We also have COVID age classes, so we can also go on descriptive statistics, analyze descriptive statistics, and then click on cross tab. We can select our variable. Our row variable will be age classes. Column variable will be sex, will be COVID, have COVID, and then we click on OK. And we can see that we have here a partition of our sample between age classes and those who have COVID or not. We can notice that for those who were less than 40 years old, for the 63 ones that were in these classes, 39 do not have COVID and 24 had COVID. For those who were between 40 to 59, that were 24 people, 9 do not have COVID and 15 of them has COVID. And for those who were more than 50 years, that were 42 people. For these 42 people, 24 of them do not have COVID and 80 of them have COVID. You can go on descriptive statistics cross table. In the option we can put on statistics, we can click on chi-square to run a chi-square test to see whether or not there is a link, there is independence or not between age class and COVID-19. So we click on pursue, continue, and then click on OK. And you can see that in the result, after a cross table, we have the chi-square test that we call person chi-square value, and as well as p-value, which is here 0.12. That is more than 5%. 5% is a threshold that is used in social sciences. No hypothesis of the chi-square test is that there is independence among two variables. We just accept the null hypothesis because the p-value is more than 5%. Variable age and COVID are independent, completely independent between variable age, and can just run some few analysis like regression. We go on tab analyze, then go on regression, and then go on we first of all use for regression we use linear regression. For this regression, we will put in dependent variable tab our variable age with salary. We will explain the variable month salary in according to variable sex. We select sex and age. So we will put all these two variables and then click on OK. And you can see that we have the result of our regression showing that sex of individual is not statistically significant. When we take a 5% threshold, you can see that at 10% level, we can notice that sex of individual significantly influence in the monthly salary of people. You can also run things like logistic regression in analysis, regression. Logistic binary, for example, will explain the COVID variable, have COVID, and what explain the fact to have COVID variable will be the variable sex, age, and monthly salary. Put on covariate. Then as categorical variable, we select the variable sex and continue. Then click on OK. And can see in the result of our logistic regression that there is no influence among no variable like among sex, age, and monthly salary is significant because the p-value here are just all more than 5%. We'll stop here for this introductory tutorial. We'll do many other tutorials in order to show you how to use SPSS. And we think that in this tutorial the aim was just to help you have some basics in which you can use in order to considerably increase your level in using of SPSS.